over the weekend. Once again, bonsoir. Okay. I have my co-pilot here. Danny, how you doing?
It's been a pleasure, guys, coming back here. Not be say because anything, though, but I just love to come home to you guys. This place feels like home, talking to you
after your trip from Accra to Nigeria.
They talk that again. Now don't pass now. Good evening, my country people. How my day? How the week? We say everything jolly. Nobody like Mondays, but you don't get choice now unless no one collect a line.
Why not the shift for today like this? I actually spent. Normal, my trip should always be like maybe 30 minutes from my place to this place, but I get public transport down to this place.
The baffling thing is sometimes when I want to leave my house, like before I just came down this studio, I collect 10,000 naira. I just look back. I ask myself, how 10,000 naira disappear? So that's how you be.
That is it. We have Shola in the building. Shola Coyote.
Good evening, listeners, and it is nice being here. Not even after what happened over the weekend. Many things happen over the weekend at the local scene.
You like violence?
No violence. At the local scene, it is so certain that 4 clubs from Southwest, 3 from Lagos will be playing Super 8. And then it is so obvious that we are going to have at least 2 clubs in Southwest.
Don't raise your own.
No, there's no hope because it is a Southwest and South and North. So I also say meaning that 2 clubs from South, so automatically 1 from Lagos, and maybe beyond the limit, beyond the limit, Madiba, and in Ikorodu City. Anyway,
congratulations on the relegation.
Please. But it's 12 minutes past 6 p.m. But wait, I wanted to keep this thing to myself. Okay, it's everywhere. It's everywhere like it's United as well.
I said, is it easy? Has no company. I'm almost has a lot of companies.
So honestly, it is a sad experience for me that my home club relegating from NLL to NLU. That's third division in Nigeria. Anyway,
you still have a quiz.
But it is nice that something like this is happening.
Ekiti United relegated. It's from Ekiti State.
Right.
Manchester United lost again over the weekend.
Back to back.
I know.
Sorry for that, brother. He's right now. But I'm sure if he's able to hit during the weekend, then he's a strong man.
You know.
They're licking roof. Did you see the video of the licking roof and also the licking dressing room?
And our boss,
But guys, something sweet is happening to Nigeria football these days. Reason being that we are having private investors owning a club and then pushing in money, and then even they are playing in NPFL. So there's no gainsaying in the next season 2 additional private owned clubs. We'll be joining the NPFL, which is good one. You know that people are really investing. There are a lot of people investors that are putting in money into sports in Nigeria. And then I think, I hope this one can transfer to our national team. If we can have private investors putting in money in managing our national team. So automatically, if they do, they won't be paddy, and then we'll be able to have good results.
The amount of money we are having in the league, let's leave aside the sponsors coming on board. We have to be truthful to ourselves. At the end of the day, when we have these teams, do well in Nigeria, when they meet an Africa counterpart, they are not able to do well. Like they feel inferior. Like just make us look like as if we are just giants on paper and not by action. No, and it translates to CAF events. Imagine our CAF Champions League. I don't think any team has. Okay, we had Bayelsa about 3 years ago that did a third place finish. And also in the CAF Champions League, when since Enyimba won the last one, we are so it's not just about coming, it's about coming on board and doing the necessary, not just in Nigeria. You know, we have 32 teams in the Club World Cup now, as it was expanded by FIFA. No Nigerian team made it. No Nigerian team.
Okay, do you know one thing? One thing I realize is this. Very soon, gradually things will be changing. Reason me that we are transiting from government-owned club to private-owned.
How many years?
No.
How many years have we been in this line?
But
You know,
but for the past 3-4 years, we are seeing more private-owned club coming in doing well. Look at Remo.
all right.
Remo has come in.
They have a structure basically, and it's working well for them, yeah.
Working well for them. Even these Sporting Lagos,
Right.
if they can get it right, they're putting in structures, and then they're building stadium.
No, don't talk about that stadium, because that stadium is more or less like an audio place. Because imagine you are building something, we haven't seen any foundation, we haven't seen any progress so far. Okay, let's assume that you want to build a stadium. Man City was building their stadium. We knew what happened when Tottenham were building their stadium. They had to move from
to
Wembley. So we have me as a journalist, I haven't seen anything as an evidence.
How many clubs? Like
look at the Ikorodu City. We can see what
the
Ikorodu
stadium is not around
City.
that coastal road side. Should not be that
The one
place.
for
Yes,
Sporting
should not
Lagos.
be that
I
place
heard
there.
that's going to be on the island.
Should
That's
not be
what-
that coastal road.
I think so.
Nah,
So
that-
it's not just you telling us that you are building a stadium. Let me see them. Not be saying maybe they give us
Sorry,
audio distance.
sorry. I think we need to believe. I want to believe that.
No, I will not believe
No,
that. I don't see anything.
sorry. I don't want to believe that they can fool the whole Nigerians
Really?
by saying they are building stadium, that their stadium will be ready by next year.
Please, I want
Why they're
to
not
ask
building?
something, because if Sporting Lagos is building, let's say where they want to build the stadium
Right.
is around that side. I'm looking at the
The
proximity,
fans proximity.
because if you have a stadium around that side, if you go and watch match, you just have
It
to
means
look
that
at
they are. It means that they are building a
Lodge
fan
and
base
hotel.
of the Hillites.
But yes,
Of
Felix,
people, yes, of
Yeah,
the top
the same-
of the top calibers. So if you are not a top caliber person or somebody that ranks in the society, you can't get access.
No.
So is that the beauty of football? Tell me.
but wait.
How beautiful is
But
that?
wait. That club, the way they structure that club,
Yeah.
I'm talking about Sporting Lagos.
Yeah.
You will know that this club, they structure it towards the highlights. Who
does that? Who does
know
that?
much about football?
Who does that?
Calm down.
Mm.
Calm down.
deep things.
In the issue of Onicon,
Yeah.
I'm not talking of 80s, 90s, I mean,
70s.
70s.
60s,
I want
okay.
to talk on let's say from 20s.
Right.
Onicon Stadium, anything that comes from mainland, you can't see crowd. The Onicon Stadium have not been seeing the numbers of crowd they are seeing during Sporting Lagos matches. Then you will see that the calibers of people. How many people can afford to buy a ticket of 50,000 naira?
That's what I'm saying. That what
Sporting
now?
Lagos, they are buying tickets of
Okay,
5,000
you know
naira.
For how long will they keep
And then
it?
see the crowding.
For how long
See the
will they
crowding.
keep
See the
it?
crowding.
Shola,
Yeah.
two things. I know Mr. Ademola Ogedigbe, he's a Sporting Lagos fan. I know he's listening to the program. And now, every club has an agenda. They have a plan. For
Right.
example, we at one point, MFM, the defunct MFM,
Our MFM.
there used to be a
Your own MFM, or maybe our own.
Okay, my own MFM FC.
Okay, good.
okay. There used to be a mainland club.
Right.
They play in Agege. Obviously, at that time, Agege was like, okay, if you
Soccer
are
Temple.
Soccer Temple, if you are living in Agege, Bega, Alagbole, Akute, is either you follow MFM or you are not following any club.
Right.
If you want to follow any
Or then stationary stores.
stationary stores.
Right.
And at one point when Ikorodu United came on board too, so people started following Ikorodu. So they had two mainlands.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, Sporting Lagos can say, okay, they want to get their fan base from the island.
Mhm.
There's nothing bad in it.
Right.
It's you that you want to come from. Now you where won't go island from mainland.
Mhm.
Now you do your journal.
Mhm.
They don't call you.
They don't call you.
Now you
Nobody
won't go.
call
Now
you,
you won't
Papa.
go miss with the big boys.
Oh, so you know what you don't say nobody call him. Not
I
no wahala now.
they
See,
play. You know
see,
they no play.
no,
And they
this
play.
is not be pure. You know, say so. They did like an attention for fans on a small little fan. If you look at the girl, it's not everybody that are in Europe that, but they made it a common sport that even the most smallest of person. If you belong to the Madrid City, you support the club. That is how that is the beauty of
the
football.
reason why we are complaining about this
Right.
is because we have a poor transport system in Nigeria.
Okay.
For example, at one point I was speaking to AY Sugar. AY is in the UK, so we were talking, and he said that his trip from where he stayed, maybe in London or somewhere, to Cardiff to go and see Jamilu Collins.
Yeah.
At one point when he was recovering from ACL, and he said it was just a very short trip. You know, he just went through train. And maybe it cost him maybe less than 50.
We don't have that, but then
now this is I'm going. You see someone that you see the likes of what's the name of this popular guy in Germany.
Boniface.
No, not this journalist from Germany. Omar will travel from Germany to Italy to go and see Osimhen. The trip is not really as
lengthy as
I remember when you were traveling to Accra, I know how you for like 3 days we were praying and fasting for you. Wow. But now Lagos now will be experiencing a mainland team and an island team. Right. Let's say that Ikorodu Stadium.
But one thing I want to point right here is you can't take away the effect of the boost the fans give.
Obviously, there's always the location of a club will determine.
So let's hope that in the place where they are going, according to Mr. Shola,
Chelsea and Arsenal, they have their own fan base.
Well, I'm saying that let's hope that wherever they go to, like he said, that is for the highlights. They have people that will love football, to come out and dedicate their time and support the clubs.
I don't mind.
I
think Ogun State, but I can support
Good one for you. Good one for you.
Okay, let's go. After this time, I will be the judge looking at the assistant coaches to support Finidi George achieving what the mandate is for him. Former Super Eagles forward and assistant manager to Josep Peseiro, Finidi George was officially unveiled as the 41st manager of the Nigeria's national team.
Do you mean 41st?
Yes.
41st. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Long time coming.
We don't the top coach since. Present at the unveiling were the Minister of Sport Development, John Eno, the leadership of the Nigerian Football Federation, led by Ibrahim Gusso, the NFF chairman. True details of contracts were not explicitly reviewed, like just from the minister. I just want to quote him. And he said, as a student of the University of Calabar, yes, he said that he used to go to UJS Stadium to watch Calabar Rovers, which included Finidi George then. And he said he was excited to see him seated there as the new head coach of the national team. So way back, Finidi George has been paying his dues, and right now he's reaping what he
And it's safe to say that Senator John is a big fan
of Finidi George. But now, a lot of controversies before that Munike will be joining him, blah blah blah. We don't have that now.
Right.
Finidi he stated that he wanted that he's going to be bringing foreign coaches or foreign assistants.
Right.
And people were surprised, but with what he brought on, with the names that I think caught many people unaware.
Okay. The thing right here is I want to establish two things, and we know that two truths can coexist. We should not always put down our Nigerian football. Of course, we have our own edges, rough edges, not smooth edges right now. We have it, but in any places, you can confirm to it, or you can attest to it, whatever it is. There's no how Chelsea will sign a coach or a player, and they will state it in the announcement that we are paying this player 150k per week. And there's no how they will sign a coach, and they will say we are paying this our coach 150k. The only thing they say is the number of years or contract is signed on, and that is if they want to. And sometimes when they transfer in a player, they don't give the exact figures. They say add-ons or undisclosed fee. So NFF doing this is not like maybe they are bad. It is the right measures. They have done well. Then big journalists that are close to the circle of Finidi George or whoever is friends, they can start deliberating that okay, he's collecting about $1,000, $5,000, everything dollars. So it is right that they have not let us know how much he's collecting. Let them keep that to himself. The only thing we want is the result. And Finidi said it that right now the only thing at my table is to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And we know it's been a long time coming. We need to be there. If we want to
As
maintain,
big boys will be now.
if we want to maintain that relevance and that giant of African stride, we need to be in the
Okay,
2026
quickly,
FIFA World Cup.
Daniel Amokachi, a fellow, a member of the
Atlanta 96, yeah.
set, is well known to be as and he's also Jowa. So Benjamin James had previously played for Shooting Stars of Ibadan and Superstar of Lagos, but he's from Bayelsa State, and he moved to Italy and Germany. For years, he was with the Bundesliga club of Neam, and he will be the fitness trainer for the team. He has a diploma in fitness from Sports University, and he has worked in various European clubs. So he has that experience coming from him. So Chima Oyeke too, who is also, unfortunately, as of last week, people were thinking that this guy will be coming in, Vicente Yama, but like what I heard too, that Vicente Yama
has promoted his side to the League One, so he will not be coming. Do you know that his side, he trains a team in the League One, no, League B in France. So they promoted, so they are coming back to the League One now. They'll be competing against the likes of PSG,
obviously.
top players. So we want to let
He
go
wants
of
to
that
stay there,
opportunity
yes,
that you have
yes.
worked so hard for
Oh.
a fickle Nigerian job that they can sack you at any period of time.
Okay, very cool. Okay, that grammar good. The phone line is open. Is 0700917 You can drop SMS or WhatsApp. Is 07031756537. But now let's go to the business aspect of it, Shola. Shola, you're a businessman. You are into business. You study finance, but you love sports. But now, Finidi George's appointment. Fine, we want ingenious coach. Do you think is prudent? Like is a good, like it has an economic advantage.
Economic value.
Economic value for Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now, economic value is dependent on somebody. You know that, for example, let's say you employ somebody and the guy says he's going to collect 10,000, and you see maybe a competent person that's going to collect 50,000.
But it's going to end double of that 50,000 now for you in the space.
Yes,
of
because now the guy is going to do a quality job. That's going to stay long for 5-10 years. But now you employ someone that is going to do a job of 10,000 in just less than, people where they give in less than five days or 1 year. The thing don't spoil again. You are into building too, so you know what I'm talking about. So Shola, do you think Finidi George, it has economic advantage? Like we are going to get value for what we're investing in?
Okay. First of all, if you look at what the Minister of Sports said concerning his contract, Finidi George is just giving
a year contract. Right.
Then I want you to note that just 1 year contract, 1 or 2 years, 1 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you have a quality phone, you want to buy a phone. You said, this phone will serve me for the next 3, 4, 5 years because you trust that phone, you believe in that phone. But you said, I need a phone that I just
for now.
Let me just get a phone.
So you will not enter the real store. Now side where you go.
Remember what happened to Ose Pesero? Ose Pesero and NFF, they have good relationship.
Right.
No rancor among them. But what happened was NFF are broke. I'm sorry to say, they cannot pay.
They can't meet up with the standard. Imagine somebody now saying we should go and get a Renard.
So do you understand?
Your taste is too high.
No, sorry. Do you understand? They cannot pay. And in as much you cannot pay, the best option is to look inward. Thank God his assistance is an engineer coach. If you give him 5 million naira,
you will share it.
I'm not saying
as a patriotic citizen.
He's giving back to
the society.
And likewise, you know that one as well is actually added to his CV.
Right.
But don't get it twisted. Finidi George, there's something in me that said that Finidi George will do well.
Okay, that's right.
That it will do well. Look at the list. The list of players invited, automatically, if those players respect him,
and if he respects himself,
if they respect
and
him,
he respects himself,
Dami, talking about that contract, that 1 year, makes me remember late Amadou Shaibu. When you go just give Amadou Shaibu, you said adding to CV, adding to CV, now Amadou Shaibu they do. 2006 qualified, you know go. 2006 he qualified, he didn't go. 2010 World Cup he qualified, they brought Swedish Lager back.
He was just doing the qualification
to come and eat a bodo yam and egg.
He was just doing the qualification.
So now that is where I'm going. Now, hope is not that the kind of offer, like there's something they call slave contract. Also, that the kind of offer Finidi got is not that because of the fact that I just want to, because I just want to get
you want to get okay. This is a very it is a very valid question, and I like it. Why? Because earlier today, before my arrival to the studio, I was talking to somebody that Finidi is not a small boy. And I asked the person, who is Finidi's manager? Who is the manager behind this contract?
Yeah.
Because we know what happened to Mr. Kennedy Boboye. A grown-ass man was crying at Atlant, like he was crying tears. I saw the video like this after he was sent off and he was not paid. And he had won about how many games for them. We all know the story in Nigeria. You know about the story.
I chose to just to stay positive
because he wasn't paid. So there are some things that our Nigerian football.
He cried.
He cried. No, he didn't cry. He crowed. He crowed. Because Nigerian football will show you shege, and you begin to look at your life. That's why when I asked that question, who is his manager? Because as a coach, you have to have a legal backing. It doesn't have to do with maybe this is my country. Nah, you don't do business that way. You have a manager that even if the terms of your contract are not respected, then you go to the court.
And if I want to employ you, come make it United like this.
I will come.
No. Sorry. Though we all know what is happening to Nigerian economy these days. And then I just want to digress a little. What's the name of this our table tennis queen?
Shonaike. Yeah.
During the week, I had one of our interview when she was saying that the federation, there's no money to sponsor people.
Nigeria Tennis Federation.
So meaning that lack of money actually has hit Nigeria.
My question is, we have been having lack of money since how many years, Mr. Shola? How many years?
Since so many years, and it's as a result that we cannot attract private investors.
Why?
That's something. When your brand is not well prepared, and then if your brand is not attractive, automatically nobody will be ready to buy it.
Okay.
No, sorry. Let me add this. If you are selling a product that I know that it can cure this, cure that, and I brand it very well, I bring it to WFM.
You push it out.
I bring it to WFM to help me to put some salt and Maggi to it to help me advertise it. Automatically, you know that people know that this they not test it, tested and trusted. Automatically, people will surely patronize.
Okay.
If you play a good football, remember during the Nations Cup, people begin to believe in that team. After the group stage, then you begin to see individually supporting the team. I will give you this. Let us assume we do it again. As our team song, we do it again. Automatically, you just see that
it would have been more better. Maybe we wouldn't have even gone for it. Maybe Finidi wouldn't have even been in the picture at all.
Maybe some organization might just say that, do you know what?
In terms of
the coach recruitment, we want to recruit coach for you.
Take
care, we pay.
His apartment and everything.
And then what do we get for it?
You know one thing that it just gets to my heart is we have Mauritius, we have Mauritania, we have Algeria, we have Egypt, we have Morocco, we have Zambia. Name them. We have football federations in Africa that they are trying to own their own. My last outing at Ghana, the Sudan Football Federation, Jesus. You need to see the way they are little, but you need to see how they manage their resources. It is not just about.
What about the Senegalese Football Federation?
I had an exclusive interview with the Senegalese head coach. They were training early in the morning. I don't know what woke me up that morning. I just looked at this, and they were training at the back of my window. I went to meet the man. Respectfully, he took on my interview. If you understand, like from the beginning, from the initial stages, maybe you are U13, U15, U17. He said, if you look at every members of the senior team squad, they started from the list, and that is how they grow. And that man has been in that setup for more than 10 years.
Quickly, let's just leave that. After the timeout, we will look at the possible call up for Finidi
Players,
George. Yes.
yeah.
Although we are looking at maybe it's going to be again for the NPFL. We'll just stay on that before we go to Europe. I don't want to go to Europe, but my co-pilot are already saying that, guy, there are a lot of passengers we need to pick in Europe. But after this timeout, we'll be looking at that to look at Finidi George's possible call up.
So is it not a 26-man squad?
Yeah, ahead of the international break.
Right.
So the time is 6:36 p.m. Okay, quickly. Let's stay on that. The phone line is still open. Is 07000917917. Maybe you have an advice you want to give Finidi George. Maybe something that you felt that at one point when you were coaching your club in Marina FC, one of the things you learned and you felt that Finidi George, this thing will work for you. Or what you think, maybe goodwill message. We are going to convey those messages to Finidi George. Don't worry about that. We are going to send those messages to him. That Finidi, somebody from Alagbole said that you are good, you're this and this. And if you want to drop SMS or WhatsApp, it's 0703175565337. Now, Finidi George is from the NPFL. He won the league with a Yimba. It's no longer a story. It was about defending the title before he got the call to ministry to serve Nigeria as the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now, people are looking, okay, because he has been in the NPFL, it's not going to be like the likes of Oshe Pesero or Genetro, who care less, who will not come and honor, who will not honor any NPFL matches, who will not even see any prospects. Azan was talking about that last week and Biggie. But now they call up now. And I hope that Finidi George will be given the free access.
Of course,
the likes of Gareth Southgate were enjoying.
It will, because
We pray.
it was unveiled today at Abuja, and it was with the sports minister and every other. There was in his interview that he gave, he said, okay, let's the NFF president, that's Ibrahim Gusa, he said Finidi George will be given the ample time and the free hand to work.
Okay. So nobody's
He's
going to
choose. He's going to that from this moment onwards. That the name he has given to them is the name that they called out for that. So I feel this is more lucid, more clear. No intervention. So just do your thing. So even if you fail, you fail on your own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, quickly before we move to other things, what are you thinking? Do you think that we'll be seeing more NPFL players?
We will not be seeing more. That more is just like too outrageous, because if you look at it, we don't have up to 10 or 5 standard players in the NPFL that are up to the standard of these players. We have some Super Eagles players that are playing week in, week out. Do you remember Kevin Akpoguma in Ofe and playing the right back number 2? Yeah. When last has he been in the national team? So you now want to tell me that
he was under 21 captain for Germany.
Imagine. Then you now tell me that, okay, let's look at James Akwako before he left Nigeria when he was still at Akwa United. You will tell me that Kevin Akpaguma hasn't seen a call up, but then you come back to a James Akwako of Akwa United who is battling relegation to be in the national team.
Oh no, Ismail Sadiq.
Ismail Sadiq, because he's giving in assist,
Even that's not the issue. I said this last week. That the place of experience has something to do.
Yeah.
When you get to a bigger level and a bigger stage of football,
right,
you need experience.
Yeah.
Experience will surely count for you.
There's a way.
There are some stadiums. There are some players we
never to swallow them.
We enter
like the way he swallowed Olawunleke Ojo when he went to the CAF champion. We don't even talk self. Considered 4 goals in the space of how many minutes? And Olawunleke is our third best goalkeeper in Super Eagles. Imagine considering 4 goals in the space of how many minutes?
But maybe the defenders are not.
It's not about defense.
Yeah. Please, I actually need to go there. You know, when you are talking about a goalkeeper conceding
Okay.
more
4 goals.
goals,
Yeah.
see, please, the fault is not on the goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper only.
But there are some saves that you should be able to make as a
Eh,
goalkeeper.
no, yes, they
That
are
you
individual.
know that. Okay, look at the. Okay, let's do like this. Look at the year when he was at United.
You know, concede
The,
goals
the
too.
last season he was at United, he made some terrific saves.
And he made some.
The-
He made some
Yeah,
poor
mistakes.
yeah,
Okay, is
very
it as poor as the one of Raya of Arsenal?
that cost them that they are struggling now. Let's because
So,
of that.
ah,
Let's just move on. Let's quickly talk about Amuson before we go to Europe. Amuson actually orders people. Let's do that clarification.
all right. Congratulations to our girl. They used to say
Amazon.
no, Toby Express.
Toby Express.
Toby Express. So 100-meter hurdle, making, and she said it after the 100-meter hurdles, after the victory against the Jamaican record holder. She said that this is the first time in her career that she has been at her best, that she has been struggling with injuries and pain. I was asking myself, somebody that has been struggling with injuries and pain, she was at the African Games and she won gold. If you see the way she, had to give us like a good run in the 4x400 meters race, ladies, she had to, she was the last person on the line and she came back, and give us that win with a long gap. So for somebody saying that she has been in pain all this while and she's still winning, imagine if she's at her fullest. And to avoid an early strike, she started very slow. She said she knows that she has been bad at her start. To avoid any strike, she had to start slow. And then I don't know how she did it, but there's a spirit behind her game. When there's a Ninja spirit, not all this spirit. Say some spirits never even go that side because now sports will make So the Ninja spirit and they work well.
Okay, and over the weekend we'll be looking at what happened, what transpired. Bellingham was speaking, he spoke in Spanish, Español. He was speaking Spanish when they did the title parade in Madrid over the weekend. But aside from that, EPL is still hot, and it's still hot. Agenda did not agenda over the weekend. Unfortunately, everything went it didn't go the right way for the Eric Ten Hag boys. We'll be back after this time out to talk about the EPL results and every other talk. Studio Live. Yeah, and the phone line is still open. 07917 917. Manchester United disappointed their fans at the Old Trafford on Sunday.
Terrible.
First home defeat to Arsenal since 2020. One of the fans, what they mean, I can say that. The guy on Saturday he won an award in US.
Congratulations to Mr. Idowu. Shout out to you.
He's a PhD student, so he got an award, like $500 award.
Wow.
And he was like, that's Manchester United needs to win,
to celebrate
on Sunday to spice up
the celebrations.
To spice up the celebration, start award of philosophy. And like, what happened is that agenda did not agenda, Arsenal now has two things. And they've been praying since yesterday.
A Man City's loss to Tottenham.
Now, somebody said something. They said that Man City cannot survive 3 a Fulham, a Tottenham, and a West Ham. There's no how.
The same West Ham and Chelsea Ahmad 5-0.
One arm must harm them. No. They don't feel survival.
Okay, all the arms. All the guns. Arms now, guns. Oh, now weapon. Okay.
All the arms were there. You don't feel survival.
But over the years, realistically, Pep is a manager that
in his last 10 games
when the battles are results,
he knows how to fight well.
He doesn't let it go. Is either he wins dirty or clean. He doesn't care. He just have to win. He knows what is at stake. Somebody was saying jovially that if Pep knows, say he go teach Mike Arteta work and he no go allow us succeed for the work, why teach him work?
Okay. Do you know the surprising things for me for the games that happened over the weekend was, first of all, City against Fulham. A team like Man City is a champion.
Experience counts.
And then it's a kind of a team
that
we bully you.
Anywhere,
anything they will bully you. And then I think Mikel Arteta have learned a lot from throughout this season. Most especially the way they play since January. You will discover that Arsenal is a kind of a team that will bully you within the first 30 minutes of the game.
And it's shocked because Trossard scored
They will bully you, and
in
then
the
what?
20th
They
minute.
will bully you. They get whatever they
And Man
want to
City
get,
were very
and
poor
that.
in their chances. Very Man United were poor in taking their
And then,
chances.
do you know what happened? What Arsenal did was they respect Man U in that game.
Respect out.
They respect Man U.
Baba,
No,
because
calm down,
they
calm down, calm down, calm down. I will tell you. I will let you know.
Respect
Sorry.
out.
They respect Man
No,
U.
men
In
are
the sense
not,
that, in the sense that you will discover that match was boring. Arsenal wasn't that kind of
you
Arsenal.
guys were timid yesterday.
They were timid, very boring.
So what did I say? Respect Man U?
No, it's respect. They should respect. That's why they're not doing that. Is that if they're not respecting, they're supposed to be bullying you. They're supposed to be hitting you.
Why are you
Attacking you.
Why are you
But
pointing
they're
that?
not attacking you.
You.
You know
I'm
what
not
they are
Man
doing?
United
They're
now.
sitting back,
You will-
sucking your pressure, allowing you to play. Because do you know why?
Shola, I'm not Manchester United. You are facing me. And
I'm
you're
not
attacking
facing you.
You should be facing.
all right.
You should be facing.
Away from now, there's something that I want to establish, because when we say
Establish.
yes, when you say a team in Nigeria Football League is in chaos, or Nigeria football is in chaos, or something is not going on well, I want us to talk about off the field management of Manchester United. There was a time Ronaldo had an exclusive interview with Piers Morgan, an Arsenal fan that is a journalist and is a very controversial man. Of course, we know him. Yeah, and a journalist. He doesn't hide that. Ronaldo made us, he said a lot of things concerning United, and people hated him for that. That's why I say, when we say there's chaos, there's fire on the mountain, we should not just look it as if it's only Nigerian teams that are suffering this mess. Just look at a whole mighty Old Trafford, leaking stadiums, and also dressing rooms, dressing rooms.
Manchester
What do you say
United
about
fans
it?
yesterday.
So their misery is beyond the pitch.
They were praying that one thunder
Should just try to end the game.
They will just stop the
cancel
game that like MPFL spirit.
The battle between Bayelsa United and
and they will
Rivers.
continue the next day.
Well, Manchester United have a lot of they have Sir Jim Ratcliffe, is the British Biniola, is back. He has taken a stake in the club. So we are looking at.
But wait, what's the problem with Manchester? Now, for me, yesterday's game was not Ten Hag's problem. I don't see a Ten Hag problem.
Well, sorry. Do you know that there are a lot of? Can I say that there are a lot of guys in Manchester United squad that are sabotaging, that are actually sabotaging the work.
And Ten Hag hasn't helped the matters.
Just calm down. Just of a sudden, Rashford, he said you are injured.
Bruno
Fernandes, he said you are
He
injured.
did not say he's injured, man. Medical team confirmed it. So
but a player can say that this place is paining me. Do they have machine to dictate?
Of course.
That nerves is not
There's something. I remember the particular time. Nani had, I think that time was during the title chase for Sir Alex Ferguson. I think it was against Arsenal. I can't remember. Nani, they had to force him, they had to force him to play. There are some things that as a player
you sacrifice for the club.
You give everything. Kevin De Bruyne was almost knocking out towards the final of the Champions League. He was knocking out. That was at the final when the guy had to leave. Pep Guardiola was touching his head that no, I'm in problem, because they said that the guy has been harboring that injury for weeks, for months.
And he has been patching in.
And he has been playing because of what? Because he noticed that there's something Pep Guardiola had to tell them that, guys, one thing that you need to do to earn my trust is that you have to win the Champions League. You've won everything. That's what Messi got. And if you have to do it, and that's what they demand. There's some things that when you are a leader in a club, you are earning well. You are earning reasonable amount in that club. There are some things that you don't show not.
It is not just a club. If you are earning well in an organization, you are not the one that will work in late. Working gleefully without. Look at Rashford. Sometimes I ask myself that.
Sorry, I know that you guys are passionate about this, but from the business aspect of this, I am a businessman.
All right.
And just imagine me having a staff, and my staff is not giving me what I want.
Exactly.
I then have a manager.
I
have a manager to manage that business for me.
Right.
And then I'll just look around. Is either all the staffs, I send them away.
Send the manager.
or
You send the
add
manager.
manager come, you can manage these people very well. It's so obvious that these people, they are not productive, they are not working for you
And you can't do anything.
because you can't. Okay, please go, let another person come. That is EU. That is the EU of Manchester United. Manchester United, they are not bad. Look at that yesterday game. You know that team is not bad. It's not bad compared to the team that
So
got
what
touched
does
by
the coach need?
4-0.
What does the
No, it's
manager
like
need?
the players are not playing for the coach. Yes,
Why would they not play for the coach?
it's because they believe that the coach is a disciplinarian, that the coach is a no person.
Oh, you think that one is a disciplinary?
That is a no
Well,
person.
one thing
Hold on, calm
one
down,
thing
calm down.
that- one thing-
Damn it. What you should know is that
Uh,
is a no person. Maybe the coach is not that friendly like
Nah,
Ateta.
nah,
They are
nah,
there.
nah,
They are
nah,
just
nah,
sports brats.
nah.
They are
Those
just-
guys
One
are
thing I will
sports
say is,
brats.
one thing I will stand on any hill that I will stand on is Ten Hag is a man that doesn't know how to respect players. When he was in Ajax, he has a lower category of players. Like he has a lower degree of players. He had small boys from the academy, coming into the team, and he was managing them. Now you have players in Manchester.
They are established.
Yeah, when he
Established
came in,
players.
the first thing he did was disrespect Ronaldo. That was the root of everything. You stripped Maguire of the captain band. You gave it to somebody else. This same Maguire, you called him out of the media. Also, the day he called Sancho out of the media, Sancho was not even in the game, and you said it was, you were referencing the boy as if there's some things that as a manager you don't do.
Damn it.
They are humans first before they are players.
Okay, firstly, let me put this. At one point, I've standing capacity to stay, like, be in a management team of a club before. They played in the NNO at one point, and and being a secretary of a club, certainly there are the complaints of both the coach and the player that they will come and give you. That secretary, you see what is happening and all this thing. So I remember. Let me just chip this before we wrap up. And then remember the particular time a player just came to meet me. You see, waiting coach Jimmy, I don't like this. Now, the coach was very, very angry. And what happened was that the player was one of the players that they entrusted to deliver certain things.
Yeah.
And when we got to the bigger stage,
they fail.
The thing was that you now went to go and party. We went to go and drink. Now the coach was so mad at you. You've lost your fitness, concentration wasn't there, everything. Then the club lost.
Wow.
Then the coach, it was on last spot, the coach was just changing, he was vexing for the guy. And the guy was like, I'm human now. Have you do mistake? He said, no. Players that do not do mistake, are they robots? They're not robots. Now, two things. Sancho was one of the players that enjoyed the benevolent art of Ten Hag. Now, Ten Hag might...
By going on holiday to renew himself.
Ten Hag had to put him on therapy, had to send him to Netherlands, had to do things for him, had to save him, had to keep him away from media. But there are times that when you have... There's something in physics when you call Hooke's law. When you have stretched somebody to an extent that the person cannot come back again. Like you shift dog or you shift ram, you shift and reach wall. You go turn back, say, guy, this thing not too much, you won't kill me. I think that's the point. Sometimes this Ten Hag is human being. Don't think that he too is Superman. Ten Hag has not said much now. When the likes of Mourinho was the coach of Manchester United, he was dropping bombshell every week.
Jeremiah, let me tell you something. As a manager, if you know that your job is at hand, see, your employer, what is interested is result. The person that gave the best result is the best manager, is the best coach. Now, at that time, everybody said that Ateta is massaging the ego. Do you think that Ateta is not a
disciplinary?
No,
you even said about me and come on.
Yeah, but he knows what he wants.
He knows when to pamper. He knows when to discipline.
That's
what I'm saying. Ten Hag doesn't have this balance.
Because in January, you know that the team did perform very well. In December, he took the team to is it Dubai?
Yeah,
he took them there for a retreat. Come with your family. I know what he would have said to them. You think that privately talk to them.
For Robert to be performing at this stage, because when he first arrived, he was so terrible.
So terrible. So that's the manager. Now for Manchester United, the solution is that they clear out all the team, retain the coach, they change the coach. If coach is not done, or now finally, except the coach and the players, both of them sit down, and they have a
Okay, quickly, let me just give the table. Arsenal is still leading tentatively. They are still maintaining the top spot of the league with 86 points. Man City will be playing Tottenham tomorrow, and they hope that they will get something there. We hope that Anam will harm them.
I'm with that.
85 points. We have Liverpool too, 78 points. They are even out of the title race. Aston Villa might be playing in the Champions League if all things being equal. They have they have an outstanding game. They are in the 67th. Why Tottenham will be looking forward that if they can get a win, like the Nigerian League permutation, get a win against Man City, win the last game, they might automatically maybe usurp Aston Villa in the 4th position. We have Newcastle too as well in the 6th position, 57 points. Same with Chelsea in the 7th position. Mario Pochettino, as of December, Chelsea were dripping below the 10th position. But right now, they are hoping to play in the Conference League. And quickly, let me just put it that the coach of the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation, talking about 7-time Olympian Segun Toriola, is saying that one of the things that matters for the Table Tennis Federation right now, for him as a coach, is that he wants to develop talent. He wants to develop another Uribami Shetosin, another Aruna Kodri, another Taiwo Mati for Nigeria. And that will be the wrap of the program this evening. We really love everyone who had joined us in this program, our listeners and everyone, and to my co-pilot here, Shola. Thank you for coming around.
Anyway, thank you for having me. To our listeners, thank you for listening for our program. And then once again, congratulations to all the teams in Lagos who has qualified for
Lagos
playoff.
Oh yeah, Dami.
My country people, I beg, Jeje, it's always a lovely time, being with you, and I hope to see you guys, talk to you guys, share sports with you guys next week.
Unfortunately, Ekiti United, they are back to they are in the NLO.
Back to where they belong.
I'm sad, but anyways, all well. I'm a Nigerian, and don't forget, keep doing sport. I love you. Bye bye.